If you are a woman over 60 who did everything right, who built a life and raised your people and showed up for everyone, and then one day looked around and realized how quiet it had gotten, stay with me for the next few minutes, because I have been exactly where you are, and nobody warned me about this part either. In December of 2019, I packed up my whole life in California and moved to the middle of nowhere in western Montana. I left behind 60 years of friendships. I left behind both of my grown kids. And then within a week of arriving, I had to put my dog, who was my best friend, my love, to sleep. I sat in a house that didn't feel like my home, in a state where I knew almost no one, and I have never felt more alone in my life. And I want to be straight with you right from the start, because this whole channel is built on that. AI did not save me that week. It was not really even a thing for regular people yet. There was no clever app, no chatbot, nothing. It was just me, the quiet, and a grief I did not see coming. I am telling you that on purpose, because later I am going to show you the real ways AI helps me now, and I need you to trust that I am not going to oversell it. It is a tool. It is not a rescue. The story is bigger than that. Here is something I learned the hard way, and I think a lot of you already know it in your bones. Being alone is not the same as being by yourself. Those are two different things. For years after I moved, I lived in my mother's house. She was right there with me, vibrant, funny, a real part of my every single day, even near the end, and I still ached. I missed my kids so much. It was a physical thing. And the strange part is, back in California, I didn't even see my daughter all that often, but she was near, and near feels completely different than a 2-day drive away. Then, after my first couple of years here, my son moved to Montana too, and I thought, there it is. That is the fix. Except, here is the truth. I live with my son now in that same house, and a lot of days I am still alone in it. I do not always know when he has come or gone. One house, two separate lives. If you have ever felt lonely with family right down the hall, you are not broken and you are not ungrateful. That is just a real thing that happens, and almost nobody says it out loud. And making new friends out here, I will be honest, that is still a work in progress. In California, I had 6 decades of friendship to lean on. Here, I am older. The town is smaller, and it turns out making brand new friends in your 60s is just harder. So if you are working on that too, we are in the same boat, and I am sure not going to stand here and pretend I have it all figured out. But I would be lying if I told you I went through all of that alone, because I didn't. The single biggest reason I didn't go under that first year was my twin sister, who lives just down the road. Not an app, not a book club. My sister was the reason I got through some of my hardest days. I hope she realizes just how much I truly appreciate her. Okay, let me tell you about the day I put my Basset Hound down. I loved that dog, his unconditional love. He listened to me, he snuggled, and I had to say goodbye to him just 1 week after I moved, when I was already raw, already grieving a whole life I had loved and left behind, with my kids and my friends now states away. And here is the part that still gets me to this day. I had to put him down on our birthday, my sister's and mine. I remember that I could not stop crying, and my sister was there for me. She did not try to fix anything or talk to me about how I felt. She just came. She sat with me at the vet through the whole thing, and then afterwards she took me to a movie for our birthday. It was my first time at one of those theaters where they bring the food right to your seat, and we sat there together in the dark, and somehow it made all the difference. I still hold on to that day. That is who she is to me. I say that because I never want anyone to hear this channel and think the answer to loneliness is talking to AI or a computer screen. It is not. The people in your life are the point, always. What I am about to share does not replace a single person you love. It just helps me hold on to those people a little better. So here is where AI actually comes in for me, and it is smaller and simpler than you might think. I do not use AI as a friend. Let me say that clearly, but I do talk to it like one. It is my never tired sounding board. I bounce ideas off it all day long, and we even have a little sense of humor going, and AI gives humor right back to me. AI has made me truly laugh, but is it the same as going to lunch with a girlfriend and hearing all about her life? Not even close, and I would never pretend it is. Here is the one that actually changed things for me though. You know that feeling when you want to reach out to someone you have not talked to in a long time and you freeze? That little voice that says, what if I have nothing to say? What if it is awkward? What if too much time has gone by? That voice has stopped me from calling people I love more times than I can count. So now, before I reach out, I do something small. I tell AI a little about my history with that person, and I ask it to give me a few gentle things I could bring up if the conversation goes quiet. Not a script. I am not reading off a card. Just a few bullet points in my back pocket for that one awkward little pause. And you know what? Most of the time, I never even look at them, but it feels so much better to walk in holding them. Because here is the thing about friendships as we get older. A lot of them just drift. No fight, no reason, just time and busy lives. I have made my peace with that, but the ones I want to keep, I reach out to those on purpose now. AI does not do the reaching for me. It just gives me a little nudge over that wall between wanting to call someone and actually doing it. And real quick, if any of this is hitting close to home, do me a favor and tell me in the comments. Just say, I am doing it too, or drop the name of the town you're figuring this out in. I read every single one, and I think it helps all of us to see how many of us are actually out here. If this is your kind of place, women over 60 using this stuff in real life without all the overwhelm, go ahead and subscribe so we can keep doing this together. Okay, back to it. Now, let me tell you about the day I found out I am officially a senior citizen. I was driving through Missoula a little while back, and I passed one of the senior community centers. And right there in the window, in big letters, was one word: bingo. And I laughed out loud in my car because my first thought was, wait, that is for me now. Bingo? Me? And listen, I have got nothing against bingo. If that is your joy, go win big. I mean it. Those places are wonderful, and they are there for the people who love them. It is just not my speed. Not yet, anyway. I do not feel like a senior. I have always believed you are about as young as you act, and I am not ready to trade in my adventures for a folding chair and a dabber. So instead, I point AI at the stuff I actually want. Local adventures, little day trips, the next place I want to go. And yes, sometimes those trips are solo, and that is fine. I have learned to like my own company. I will just tell it something like, I am near Missoula. I like scenery and quiet over big crowds, and I am happy doing things on my own. Plan me a low-key day that feels like a small adventure, and off I go. Now I will say this. Aging has absolutely affected my health. That part is real, and AI actually helps me make sense of a lot of it so I can ask better questions. But young at heart is a choice, and I am choosing it. Here is the part that truly surprised me the most. Somewhere along the way, I was talking all of this through, and AI helped me put a name to the way I had started living out here. Slow living. And the funny thing is, once I understood what it was, I realized something. I like it. I like the quiet mornings. I like the pace. I like a life that is not packed to the edges. So I stopped seeing my situation as this problem I had to fix, and I started seeing it as a trade I actually chose. A few good online friends, the real life friends I reach out to on purpose, and a slower, quieter life that fits who I am now. That doesn't mean I have stopped wanting more friends here in Montana, because I haven't, and I still get out, so I do not tip over into lonely. It is a balance, but it turns out you do not have to force yourself into every book club and meet up in town to have a full life. You just have to build one that is actually yours. There was one more time in my life after 60 when the loneliness came back hard, and that was early last year when my mom passed. And I want to be really careful here because this matters. AI did not get me through losing my mom. My sister did, time did, the people who love me did. I need you to hear that clearly because I would never want you to walk away thinking a computer can carry you through grief. It cannot. My sister could though. After all the years I spent helping care for our mom, she turned around and took me on a trip just to say thank you. That is what it looks like when a person shows up for you, and no tool on this earth is ever going to replace it. What AI did was smaller. It helped me hold onto memories I did not want to lose. And when I was finally ready, it helped me think through my next steps, how to come back to my own life and be present again. And for me, being present did not mean signing up for a bunch of social events. It meant reconnecting with the people I have always loved, keeping up with their lives, and putting my energy into the things that are actually fun for me, like building this little community, like this channel, which has been so much fun for me, because here is what I have figured out at 60-something on a country road in Montana. If you are having fun in your life, it is not nearly as lonely. That is the whole thing. That is what I wish someone had told me in that quiet house back in 2019. Not that AI would fix it, because it will not and it should not, but that you can build a life you actually like on your own slow terms in your own time. The people are still the point. The tool is just a tool, and the story, your story, is so much bigger than any of it. So if you are out there in a too quiet house tonight, feeling a little more alone than you thought you would be at this age, I hope this helped, even a little. You are not behind, you are not too old, and you are definitely not the only one. And I am Susan, and on this channel, we use AI to make life easier, safer, and honestly, a little more fun. If this video helped you today, please subscribe, because I have so much more coming for women just like us. Until next time, when we explore more interesting AI topics together, what will it be? You'll have to come back and see. And if you are ready to put these tools into action with a community of women just like us, come join me in our membership. I'll see you in the next video.